Hello everyone and welcome to another stream, another Wednesday stream. Hope your week is going well and hope it goes well till the weekend. Today, as the title suggests, we are playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I'm gonna launch it right now from Epic. Couldn't launch it previously because it just kind of locked my mouse into the screen of the game. So here we go. Now we're launching it. Now that everything that needs to be done on OBS is done. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a nice February. It's almost Valentine's Day. Exciting for some and kind of meh for others, and that's fine. Is this too loud? Like, it's very loud. So I'm gonna play through the tutorial just to remind myself of how to play, because it's been years since I played a Roller Coaster Tycoon game. But I've already gone through camera controls last night, so I'm gonna start with placing rides. Alright, let's go. Without further ado, let's jump in. This tutorial will teach you how to place rides and shops. You'll also learn how to build paths and hire staff. Awesome. First, we'll show you how to place your first roller coaster. For now, we'll use a pre-designed coaster. To learn how to build your own custom coaster, check out the Building a Custom Coaster tutorial. Select the pre-built coaster first. Select the rides menu. Roller coasters button. We'll be using a pre-built wooden coaster for our example, so scroll down the list of coasters and select the Build a Saved Track Design button for the wooden coaster. Will it be highlighted, I wonder? There's so many, good lord. Did I pass it, I wonder? Oh! Wooden. Oh, wait. Let me... Wooden coaster, this one. Okay. Build a saved track design. Okay. Choose the design named Little Beast, then click the Build This button. Okay. Silhouette of the roller coaster you select will now be shown. Notice the cursor has changed to show that you are in object placement mode, and you can move the coaster around using your mouse. Oh! Damn, I clicked. I meant to like drag it to like rotate it, but anyway. We can now test our coaster. Coasters and some other rides need to be tested before they can be opened for use by peeps. The testing ensures that the ride operates correctly and allows you to view the ride's excitement, intensity, and nausea ratings. Place the coaster into test mode by clicking on the flag button, then clicking on the amber button. Okay. that the coaster is in test mode, you can see the train traveling around the track. Yep. While the coaster is being tested, we'll build some paths and queues so that people can get onto the coaster. Before we do this, close the coaster's panel by clicking on the close button in the bottom right of the screen. To allow peeps to ride your coaster, you must first connect queue paths to the entrance and normal paths to the exit, and then set the ride to be open. Click on the Paths button. Okay. Paths. The window that has appeared in the bottom left is the path editing window. There are several ways of building paths. For now, we'll concentrate on the freeform method. First, we'll add a queue line to the coaster. Click on the queue path button highlighted in the bottom left. Queue path. Okay. Generic. Ooh, there's sci-fi, western, spooky, adventure. Okay, generic then. This is the entrance, right? Start by placing a queue tile in front of the coaster's entrance. The entrance can be found alongside the coaster station, consists of a booth and a gate. Click in front of the entrance to place a queue tile. Once you have done this, extend the queue by clicking next to the tile you just placed. You can repeat this as many times as you like to create a queue of the desired length. If you make a mistake while placing paths, right-click on a path tile to delete it. You may see green arrows appearing on the queue paths as you place them. Don't worry about these for now. They are used for an alternative method of path building and will be covered in a later tutorial. Once you have finished placing a queue, click continue. Okay, this will allow people to queue up in very little space. Okay, continue. Now we need to add a path to connect our coaster's entrance and exit to this park's main path. Click on the regular path button. Asphalt, okay. Regular paths are placed in the same way as queue paths. Now connect ride's exit and the end of the queue to the park's main path. Oh, that's the main path right there. Oh lord, okay. Oh! I'm trying to right click to... Oh my god, I can only right click one at a time. That sucks. Let's try to make it a straight line. Wow. Oh my god, okay, I'll go over it later. No, actually, let me just do these now. Okay, let's try to make a straight path. Regular paths are placed in the same way as queue paths. Now connect rides exit. Blah, 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 blah. If the main path is not visible, you may need to zoom out using the page down key on the keyboard. When you have finished connecting the paths, click continue. Before we continue, close the path tools by clicking on paths. Oh shit. We need some staff to maintain the park and to keep it clean. Let's do that now. First, you need to open the park management menu, which is highlighted on the left. Oh look, a flock of birds. Flock of birds. in V formation. It's so beautiful. Look at their little sprites. They're migrating geese, probably. Anyways, park management. Click on the staff button. Okay. We'll hire a mechanic first. A mechanic helps to keep your park running smoothly by repairing rides, shops, and other attractions. Click on the Hire Mechanic button highlighted in the staff window. Oh, I'll drop in here. In the staff window, you can discipline and fire staff members or conduct training to improve their skills. You can also adjust wages. You can learn more about the staff window in the Park Management and Research tutorial. Close the staff window by clicking the Close button in its top right, or by clicking on the Staff button for a second time. Staff members control panel, shown in the bottom right of the screen. Bottom right of the screen. Oh, here, okay. Can also be used to manage individual members of staff and view their details. For an example of this, click on the Statistics button in the bottom right of the screen. Statistics window shows you useful information on what your staff member has been doing. A similar statistics window is available for all types of people in the game. When you are ready to continue, close the staff control panel by clicking the Close button in the bottom right. Okay. Ride inspect 0, rides fixed 0. Laziness 0%, happiness is happy, it appears. Okay, cool. Now it's time to open the coaster you built earlier so that peeps can ride it. Click on any part of the coaster to open its control panel. Now click on the amber flag icon, then on the green button to open the coaster. Now that your coaster is open for business, it's time to add more variety to your park. Not all the visitors to your park will want to go on high-speed coasters. Some will be looking for something a bit more relaxed, such as the Floundering Ferry. Before we build the Floundering Ferry, close the coaster's control panel by clicking the Close button in the bottom right. Okay. Now click on the Rides button on the left of the screen. Click on the Junior Rides button. Okay. Floundering Ferry. Scroll down the list to find the ride named Floundering Ferry, then click on its picture. You can use the icons at the top of the screen to filter the list based on different themes. Okay. But it's right here. Find a suitable position on the landscape to place the ride. Remember that the ride's silhouette will appear blue if it is okay to place the ride, red if not. When you have found a suitable position, left click to place the ride. You now need to choose positions for the ride's entrance and exit. In the bottom left of the screen is a window which can be used to select the theme for the entrance. Testing the Floundering Ferry needs to be done in the same way as testing a coaster. Click on the flag icon in the bottom right, then click on the amber button. Okay. In the previous tutorial, you learned how to use Coaster Cam. What we didn't tell you is that Coaster Cam isn't just for coasters. It can be used with all rides. To activate Coaster Cam on the Floundering Ferry, I'm okay. I don't need to do all that. Activate the Floundering Ferry's coaster cam now. Okay, I think they really want me to do it. Ouch, my ears. As before, you can drag with the left mouse button to look around. Huh, interesting, okay. And use the camera button to switch viewpoints. When you're ready to continue, click on the Leave Coaster Cam button in the right bottom. Okay. Successful park also needs shops and facilities. We'll now show you how to build a shop selling hot dogs. Click on the shops and facilities button highlighted. Don't I need to put paths on the Floundering Ferry here? Okay. Fuck me, I guess. Hot dog stand. Okay. These are themes. Hot dog stand. Oh, here we go, hot dogs. I'll find the hot dog stall on the list and click on its picture. Okay. You now need to find a suitable position to place the hot dog stall on the landscape. Shops and facilities need to be placed right next to a path so the customers can get to them. When you have found a suitable position next to a path, you need to ensure the shop is facing towards the path. To rotate the stall, use the rotate button in the bottom left or press the Z key. Oh, okay, cool. Once you're happy with the position of the stall, left click to place it. Your shop needs to be opened before people can purchase food from it. Unlike rides, shops don't need to be tested before they are open. Open the shop by clicking on the flag button and clicking on the green button. Okay. Shop is now open for business. The final step is to open the Floundering Ferry ride and build paths and queues for it. We've activated all the buttons you'll need to do this. The buttons for building paths and queues can be found under paths on the left of the screen. Yep, we've done this before. Okay. Queue path. Generic. Oh no! Did I build the stairs? Your shop is now open for business, blah blah blah. Open the Floundering Ferry ride. Okay, this tutorial is now complete. When you are ready to return to the main menu, click quit. Okay. There's our Floundering Ferry, and there's people going in. Look. And there's the little beast. Anyways, let's quit and let's move on to the next tutorial. Custom coasters. just check something on OBS really quickly. Just check the title. Yeah, title's fine here. It's just OBS is showing me a different title in the chat doc. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Sorry about that, everybody. Just put this back on OBS and let's get back into Coaster Tycoon 3. Custom coasters. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because I think I'll just do generic coasters. I'll just do pre-designed ones. I'm more interested in managing the theme park and not so much building custom coasters. Now it's time to try the art of coaster design for yourself. Click the rides button, roller coasters. To begin construction of a custom coaster, scroll down to the wooden coaster and click its picture. Okay, let me filter out to wooden coasters. Okay, here we go. You'll notice that a window has appeared at the bottom of the screen. This is the coaster construction window. While you are in construction mode, the game will remain paused. You'll also notice that there is now a track piece underneath the mouse pointer. Please place this by left-clicking on the glowing tile that has appeared on the landscape. If you can't see the glowing tile, zoom out the camera by using the page down key. I'm using the mouse wheel, it's the same thing. Before placing the piece, you may also use the rotate button to determine which way it'll face. That's fine. First segment of your coaster is a station piece. Stations are essential, allowing peeps to get on and off of the ride. Most rides only need one station, although transport rides should have at least two. The length of the station determines the length of the trains that can be used on the coaster. To create a station of sufficient length, it is necessary to place down several station pieces in a row. To begin placing down more track pieces, press continue. Okay, let's place another station piece. Why can't I do that? Okay, let me just press continue. We need to place down some more station pieces. To do this, find the station button in the construction window and click it 4 times so that 4 station pieces are created. Okay. Next, we need to add a lift hill. This is the standard way of getting coaster trains up a slope, although some coasters also offer alternative modes such as powered launch. To start building a lift hill, click on the chain button. Chain button. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Notice how a transparent preview of the piece you are about to place appears on the coaster. Now click on the medium slope button again to place the first section of a lift hill. "12 times to build your lift hill." Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Damn, that is a big hill. You'll need to flatten the hill off now in preparation for the drop. Click on the highlighted button to switch from an upward slope to no slope. Click on the highlighted button, then click on it a second time to place the piece. Click on the chain again to deselect it so that we can use normal pieces to build the drop. Okay. And now it's the drop. Now go into a steep slope so we can get a bit of extra speed for our coaster. Add 3 steep slopes by clicking on the highlighted button 4 times. Remember, the first click selects the piece, subsequent clicks place the piece. I guess what it says. Now going to a medium slope. Okay. And to finish the drop, we need to add a flat straight. We're going to add a turn to our coaster now. We could just add any of the available curves. However, this could be bad as the cars will have built up some speed from the drop. To reduce the forces that will act on the peeps, we can bank the curve. Using shallow or medium curves produces less G-forces than a tight curve. Click continue to move to the next step. Okay. Let's start our banked curve. Click on the highlighted flat to bank button. Now place the banked straight by clicking on the straight button. Now we can add the turn. Our drop isn't too high, so we can use a medium curve. Add 2 medium curves so the track turns back on itself. Now we need to close the banking. Click on the straight button. Then click on the no banking button. Okay. And finally click on the straight button to place a straight that brings us out of the bank. Photo sections are special pieces that take pictures of the peeps as they pass through it. If you have the Allow Roller Coaster Photos option enabled in your options, it is on by default, then when a custom family group rides the coaster, a picture will be taken and saved to your computer as they go through the photo section. Place a photo section now by clicking twice on the photo section button. Although we don't need brakes for our example coaster, let's take a quick look at them now, as when you design larger coasters, they may be useful for reducing extreme G-forces. Brake track pieces are special straight pieces that can be used to slow the coaster down to a speed you specify. Click continue to move on to the next step of the tutorial. Okay, but it's this button here. Block brakes are a special type of brake piece. Not only do they slow a coaster down, they act as stop and wait points if your coaster has multiple trains running. Okay. Special pieces vary between different types of roller coaster and can be used to add excitement to your design. Special pieces include corkscrews, loops, helixes, and S-bends. All special pieces can be found at the right-hand side of the construction window. Alright, here we go. S-bend, water splash. All of these are grayed out, but it's like large helix loop, small helix. Interesting. One type of special piece available on the wooden coaster is the loop. To build this piece, you must first place an upward medium slope. Do this now by clicking twice on the highlighted button. Some special pieces, such as the loop, can have their direction set. To do this, select the appropriate entry from the special pieces list. For example, for a right piece, choose the item with the right facing arrow next to its name. Click twice on the right loop to place a loop piece. Now place a straight flat piece of track by clicking the highlighted button. Although you can finish building the coaster manually, there is also an autocomplete tool provided. This tool will try to find a solution to fill in the remainder of your design. Note that it is possible to build a coaster that does not have a solution, and also that it can sometimes take a while for the autocomplete tool to find a solution. Okay, we shall now try this for ourselves. Click on the highlighted autocomplete button. Should find a solution pretty quickly with our coaster design. Yep. Once the autocomplete has finished, it will display its proposed solution. To accept the solution, click on the autocomplete button again. You must now place the coaster's entrance and exit. Do this by clicking once to place the entrance, and then a second time to place the exit. Before clicking, you can alter the position of the item by moving the mouse to where you want to place it. Okay. Where's the station? The stations are here, right? We now have a complete track. However, there may be occasions where we need to change one of the pieces that we used. For example, if our coaster has too much speed going into a corner, we should replace the preceding straight with a brake piece. To replace a track piece, click on the track selection you want to change and then select a replacement piece. You can also choose the demolish icon to delete the selected piece. We won't do this now, but it's a useful technique to remember. There's a second method you can use, which is especially useful for rebuilding sections of your coaster. Once you've clicked on the track section, if you zoom the camera close to the selected track piece, you can see an arrow. This indicates the direction of placement. If you place a piece, it will replace the existing piece and move on to the next piece. To change the direction of placement, click on the required end of the track piece. Press continue to... Okay. We now have a finished coaster. Before we look at the operational side, let's give our coaster some color. Click on the vehicles button. Now click on one of the pink buckets in the highlighted tracks color button. You can assign 3 different colors to the tracks using each of the pink buckets. Try it yourself now. Where's the pink buckets? So gaudy. Now that we have our completed coaster, we should test it. Click on the flag button, blah blah blah, yeah. Amber button. The coaster train will now start traveling around the track. Once it has completed a full circuit, you will be able to see the test results. Test mode can be useful for fine-tuning your coaster design and can demonstrate where the design does not work. Click continue to move on. To view the test results for the track, click on the highlighted test results button. The test results panel has now opened. You can use the drop-down box to select which test results you wish to view. Basic test results are the excitement, intensity, and nausea ratings. Each peep in your park has different tolerances for each value. You should ensure that the intensity and nausea ratings are not too high, or peeps will not get on the coaster. If they are too low, then peeps will think the ride is boring. Speed test results show the maximum and average speed for the coaster as well as the ride length and duration. Force results show the maximum G-force values experienced when riding the coaster. These should not be too high. Interesting, okay. High excitement, high intensity, medium nausea. Let's see the speed. Oh wait, speed results? Okay. Ride time, half a minute. Damn. Drop results. Total air time, 4 seconds. Drops 2. Highest drop height, 84 feet, 0.81. And there's one inversion. Okay. Before we look at the various coaster controls, let's take a quick look at car variants. Most coasters have more than one car type available. These can be used to strengthen the theming or just to create a different look for the ride. To change the car type, first click on the Vehicles button. Oh, it just goes through. Indian head themed. Oh my gosh. The coaster control panel allows you to manage the various options available for running your coaster. We'll go through each control now. Okay. Graphs panel shows a real-time display for speed, altitude, and G-forces for your coaster. Maintenance panel shows the reliability and downtime for the coaster. It also enables you to locate the nearest mechanic. You should have the coaster inspected regularly to keep it in working order. In the details panel, you can assign music, rename, and add entrances or exits to the ride. You can also save the coaster design here, change the color of any connected queue lines, and access the coaster cam. Finances panel allows you to change the admission price and to view the coaster's operating costs and profit. Okay. The guest thoughts panel lists any thoughts that peeps have about the ride. Vehicles panel allows you to set the car type, number of cars and trains for your coaster. You can also set the colors for the track and cars here. And that's the open or close button. Test results panel, we've already seen that. Operating mode panel allows you to set the coaster's operating mode, set the waiting parameters, and chain lift speed. The construction button opens the construction window. Note that the game is paused when the construction window is open. Customers panel provides a summary as to how popular your coaster is with the peeps that ride it. To name your coaster, we first need to open the details panel. Click on the details button below. This window also allows you to save your coaster design. Coasters are saved under their name in the Coaster Designs folder. We won't save the coaster on this occasion, so we'll continue to move on. Before we take a look at ride events, let's just see how we can delete a coaster. You can delete the whole coaster track by clicking on the Demolish Ride button. We won't do this now since we still want to use this coaster. One of the new features in RCT3 are ride events. These are staged events that add excitement and strong visual theming to a coaster or tracked ride. Adding a ride event is simple, so let's do that now. Okay. First click on the scenery button, then click on the ride events button to open the browser window. The ride events browser lists the available ride events. Select the oil derrick event by clicking on it and then place it anywhere next to the coaster we have built. Now close the ride events list and the preview pane in the bottom left, then click on the oil derrick you have just placed to select it. We now need to set the trigger point. The trigger point is positioned on a track piece, so when the coaster train passes over that piece, the event will start. To place a ride event, oh my gosh, what the fuck? It's destroyed itself. To place a ride event, click on the highlighted button, then click on the part of the track you want to trigger the ride event. Finally, let's see how we load a saved coaster design in the game. First, click on the Rides button. And click on the Roller Coasters button. Scroll down the window until you find the wooden coaster. And then click on the folder icon to open the wooden coaster track browser. The track browser window doesn't just list pre-made coasters from the RCT3 development team. Any coasters you have saved will also appear. To finish this tutorial, click on the cancel button in the bottom right of the track browser window. Okay, congratulations, you have reached the end of this tutorial. Cool. Love this music. Anyway, terrain, paths, and scenery. Let's go. This tutorial will introduce you to the terrain tools, advanced path building, and using wall sets in Coaster Tycoon 3. First, we need to open the Terrain Tools menu. 3 buttons have appeared. The first is the Terrain Shaping tool. Click on this now. Before we begin, the window that has appeared in the bottom left contains all the tools you need to alter the shape of your park's landscape. Let's look at creating raised sections of our landscape. Click on the highlighted Raised Terrain button. Whoa, so tall! Terrain brush size. Oh, you just click and drag. That's cool. Around now. What? Oh, flipped around. Smoothing tools. It's not very good at flattening terrain, if I must say so. I do say so myself. Okay, it's doing it. It's kind of doing it. The earth is healing. I'm gonna change the brush size. It's not letting me. Oh, right, okay, that's cool. Time to learn how to color the landscape. Why can't I change the brush size? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just spray paint our hills here. This would go over a lot easier with a bigger brush, but oh my gosh, it turned around on me. I think it turned around. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just it did something. How to place water. Okay. Yeah, placing a path. Oh, people just materialized here. Okay, this is a stupid way to place down paths, I think. Oh! Okay. It's to build slopes. Okay. Interesting. Oh, and this is... the other method is with these buttons, I guess. Now, wall sets. Brick base. Oh! Wall base, okay. Oh, with door. Okay, hold on. Oh! Whoops. Deleted a path. Yes, it's okay. People are walking anyways. We need a roof. Need to hold the shift key to do that. That's crazy. Dude, this looks crazy. This looks so stupid. Oh, good lord. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Guys, I'm gonna leave that there. It's been a cool hour of streaming. I'll finish the tutorial next stream on Sunday. I'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye.